So I'm playing golf the other day, and we're matched with somebody that I don't know, and immediately they ask the question, so what do you do? And generally, whenever I answer that question, I'm quick to say I'm a marriage writer. I write marriage books because people are far more entertained by that than whenever you say I'm a pastor. But instead, my buddy said, hey, I develop real estate. Then he pointed at me, and he said, that's my pastor. And immediately, the other guy goes, oh, Reverend. And you could feel and sense the sense of uncomfortableness that he was experiencing in that moment. And my heart kind of broke for him because you could tell what was going on in that moment, in that he was looking at me and seeing the things that I abstained from, the ways that I'm different than him. He drinks, I don't drink. He cusses, I don't cuss out loud. Those kind of things, right? And so he defined me by the things I abstained from, and then he assumed that in the moment I was judging him because of the things he chooses to do that I choose not to do. In many ways, that is the reputation of the church. We're known for what we're against. We're known for judging other people. But in that moment, my heart broke because I wanted to go to him and say, look, I'm not judging you. I am literally willing to leverage any power, any strength that I have for your well-being. If you want to know God more, if you want help in your marriage, if there's anything I can do to help you, I would be more than willing to help you if you ask. And yet, if you don't want that, let's just play golf. It's an interesting thing in the Sermon on the Mount. We come to what is kind of the conclusion of the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus gives us what is known as the golden rule. And yet he takes something that is known in his culture, that has been known for a long time, and he put a twist on it that I think is very important for us to remember. Listen to the text, Matthew chapter 7, verse number 12. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. And we've heard that so many times that sometimes we miss the context by which this is said. In that culture, and in many religions of the world, they all have an element of this golden rule, except in every situation, it's said in the negative. And so in every other religion in the world, it is said something like this: if you don't want something done to you, don't do it to others. And there's a truth in that. There's actually a biblical truth in that. There are things we should abstain from. We should not treat people in an evil way, in a mean way. If we don't want it happening to us, we shouldn't let it happen to other people. But notice, Jesus doesn't say, my followers are now defined by what they abstain from. For if that was the case, then we could prove our faith by what we didn't do. In response to God, everything you've done for us, we respond to that by doing nothing. We contribute nothing. We help in no way whatsoever. And many Christians in this world now define themselves by the things they don't do. Jesus said, don't do it that way. As you abstain, rightly so, from some things, I want your lives, your devotion, your dedication to me to be defined not by what you don't do, by what you do. And so do to others what you'd have done to you. So show some initiative. Now, and notice there's no footnote, no matter what Bible you have, there's no footnote here that says, do unto others what you would have do to you if they're good people. It doesn't say that. Instead, it says, in response to my love and what I have done for you, I want you to show initiative, and with a bold generosity, I want you to go out and serve other people, love other people, give to them something that they of themselves do not deserve. And what would it be like if our lives were defined not just from what we abstained from, but what we do for other people? What if that day that man heard that I was a pastor? What if he would have said in that moment, oh, Reverend, because he knows that I am there to help him. Jesus gave us that very command. Let's get the reputation, not just that we abstain, but that we do good things for everybody.